Hi everyone, it's Irene Yu from College Consulting by You. College application season is in full swing right now, and if you plan to apply to a private university such as USC, Chapman, the University of Laverne, chances are you're going to need a letter of recommendation from your teacher. Because it is an important part of your application process, you'll definitely want to maximize your chance to get into a great university. So I'm going to give you my top tips on how to get the best letter of recommendation from your teacher. If this sounds like a video that will be helpful for you, then keep watching. Tip number 1, ask your teacher in person. Now, many of the applications will actually request that you invite your teacher electronically to have them send your letter of recommendation. However, it is a courtesy to ask the teacher in person to see if they will be able to write the letter on your behalf. At some schools, some teachers may have a limit on how many students they can write letters of recommendation for because of the time commitment, being able to write a thorough and thoughtful letter for you. You'll definitely want to ask in person just so you can be sure that they will write a wonderful letter for you. Tip number 2, provide documents. Now, when I say provide documents, I want you to go ahead and collect all this information and package it in a way so that the teacher will be able to flip through it and be able to write you a very thoughtful and thorough letter. Some of these documents can include a summary of your achievements and accomplishments in that classroom. So, for example, you may want to talk about your favorite class project or your favorite presentation that you've given that classroom. If there was a particular challenge that you've overcame in that classroom, if this particular class had inspired you to pursue a particular career pathway or a particular major that you want to study, or if it helped reinforce that idea that you want to pursue that in the future. You also want to include a resume. A resume is something where you talk about all your extracurricular activities and all your commitments outside of school, and a teacher can then incorporate some of that into your letter of recommendation so that they can kind of talk about how you can juggle all those different commitments. Lastly, it's really important to provide the teacher with a list of colleges that you're applying to, as well as the deadlines for the letters of recommendation. Teachers have a lot of students, they have a lot of things that they themselves are juggling, so helping them with identifying when they have to get that done will really help them be able to balance all the different things that they need to get done. Tip number 3, waive your right to review the letter of recommendation. Now, on the application itself, you have the opportunity to read your letter of recommendation. However, when you waive your rights to read the letter of recommendation, colleges see that as you trusting your teacher to write a very honest letter of recommendation. And of course, teachers are always going to talk about all of your strengths in the classroom. Otherwise, they would not have agreed to write the letter of recommendation on your behalf. So tip number 4, giving enough notice. Now, as I mentioned before, teachers are quite busy in the fall. Oops, technical difficulties. Ask at least a month before the first rec deadline. So those are my top tips on how to get the best letter of recommendation from your teacher. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel. For more information, please check out my website, collegeconsultingbyyou.com. Thanks you guys, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!